Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long. Right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Darnold. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to scramble. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Darnold. Get it out on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one back.
Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
takes the easy completion. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position. Being in every...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's got his man there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch?
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Running into the open space. Crosses to 35. They'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Darnold. It's caught. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets him down to the 48. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He lets it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Oh, what a cut. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run it. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's on target and complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Mays. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Dropping back, it's Darnold. Finds us back in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved down in bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Whitehead. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. They'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Darnold. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. He's got it. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Ripping through the defense. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is you're...
There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It is hard to continue to get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside, touchdown, Tiger. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. With the catch, it's Whitehead. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Firing to the right, complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Darnold. Moves around to clear up the vision. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback through.
He's got it up to 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. The 50. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, But after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to pass. It's Cano. Got a man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. He turns it loose to the left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding that.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. On target. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got it, 1st down and more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Big fella moving. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll try to tack on 2.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. The back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let him make big.
He'll try to take it back. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Darnold. Wide open downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. Smashes through the tackle. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, the sweet feet. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Darnold. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their...
Going for the big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.